$1 million from print on demand in 2024. Am I crazy? I like setting audacious goals, but maybe I've gone a bit too far with this one. Well, in this video, I want to tell you my exact plan and how I'm going to do it. If you are new here and you're not 100% sure what print on demand is, well, it's basically a business model where you would sell an item. It could be a t-shirt, it could be a mug, it could be a sticker. And instead of you having to buy that item in bulk, you are able to just use a print on demand company. When someone buys, you have linked with that print on demand company, and they will print the item, they will package the item, and they will ship the item out to your customer. You don't need to spend any money on inventory or printers or anything like that. It's a brilliant business model for people who want to start with very little money. Anyway, back to my master plan. It actually all started when I was interviewing Chris Heckman for my podcast, soon to be released. It was an incredible interview, and if you've never heard of Chris before, I highly recommend going to check out his content after this video, obviously. It's really, really powerful print-on-demand content. He was sharing his story of how he has succeeded with print-on-demand, and it was very inspiring. It's actually really cool and refreshing to hear so many different people speak about how they were successful with print-on-demand in their own little ways. This one really caught my eye, mainly because of the immense scalability of it. So let's go through this crazy plan. It all starts with a niche. I researched 5 niches in detail and then made cases for why each one would work. I used a ton of different websites: Google, Etsy, Redbubble, Amazon, ChatGPT, all to research these specific niches and to determine if there is a potential there. A lot goes into this: the customers, the profitability, the scalability, the futurability. That's a lot of abilities, but there's a lot that goes into this. I then whittled it all down to one niche. Now, that's not to say I'm not going to attempt the 4 other niches that I have immensely researched, but I'm gonna just start with one. It makes a lot more sense to do one at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, and by doing one, it allows me to pour all of my focus into it and really give it my all. Now, I've decided to start with this one niche in particular for a few reasons. The first being, it's incredibly popular. It gets over 10 million searches a month. Over 10 million. I'm also a massive fan of this niche. I am in this niche myself, so coming up with ideas and understanding the customer will be very easy for me. I also know that this niche has a lot of customers who are used to spending more money on clothing. So whilst typically you would sell a t-shirt for $22 to $25, I think it's quite realistic for me to actually sell for $28 to $32, which means I've got a much larger profit margin. And I know customers won't be fazed by those prices. The next step was coming up with design ideas. Now, I don't need thousands and thousands of design ideas, despite what some people say. I just need 50 to 100 ideas to get started. Some of those ideas are actually scalable ideas, so that means I can turn one idea into 50 ideas just by changing one word or one bit of the design. Now, I'm going to test out that first one design before I scale it to 50 more. But it's good to know that out of my, I made 91. So out of my 91 designs, I technically could end up with over 250. Later on in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I plan on testing designs and seeing if there is potential there. The next thing to do is to create a Shopify store. So as it stands, I have a really researched niche. I have 91 designs that are fully done and edited and uploaded, and I have a full Shopify store that has been made. Now, this challenge for me started on January the 5th, and I'm recording this on January the 11th. So Like I said, I really like to work fast and I really plan on this breaking $1 million in 2024. The next thing to do would be to find a printing partner that makes this all work. So like I said earlier, with print on demand, I'm not planning on buying thousands of t-shirts with various colors and various designs. No, none of that. I'm just going to connect it to a printing partner, sync it all up with my Shopify store so that when a sale comes in, the printing partner gets notified. They will print and ship the order out to the customer. And there's a few factors that are important here. The quality has to be amazing and the shipping time has to be fast. Before I reveal what that printing partner is, if you want to hear more about this, I have a weekly newsletter, which is free. You just have to sign up down below, put your email in, and I will send you an email every single week where I am sharing a lot more of this journey, a lot more behind the scenes that I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be putting on YouTube, but it's really cool and it's free, so why not? I have tested over 50 different printing partners in the last 2 years, just to see which one is best. But we all know a lot can change in 2 years, so I've done some more recent updated tests that I will be putting on this YouTube channel. But for now, there is one company that really stood out. Because, well, if you are a long-term viewer of this channel, you'll know what quality means to me. You'll know what shipping time means to me. I really, really care about the little details. The company I've decided to partner with for this experiment is Printify. Now, the reason I'm using Printify is, again, because of their quality and their shipping time and their prices and really everything. And there's going to be a full review coming out on the channel very, very soon. It may already be out, depends on when this video gets released, about Printify. I've ordered a whole bunch of their products, so I'm going to be reviewing them for you. It's a good video. But for me and for what I wanted, Printify seemed like the best choice. Once connecting Printify to Shopify, adding my 91 products to Printify, having them sync over to Shopify, that took me absolutely ages. I'm talking 20 straight hours of sitting at the computer and uploading all these products and making all these mock-ups. Because obviously you need good professional mock-ups, because that's what's going to get you a better conversion rate and more sales at the end of the day. But all of that is done. So I'm now ready to start making some money with this store. How am I going to do that? Well, that's going to happen from 3 main sources: TikTok, Facebook, and email marketing. TikTok, because of the virality of posts. TikTok will mainly be used for free organic marketing. I'm not planning on spending money there. Maybe if things start working out, I will. But to start with, TikTok will be the platform I use for free content. Facebook will be for Facebook advertising, and that will be for the paid content where I am paying to get more reach. I know, paying for clicks to the website to get print on demand sales doesn't usually make sense because the profit margins aren't that high with print on demand. Advertising can be expensive, so is it really worth it? Well, remember, I said at the beginning, I've picked this niche because I can charge a little bit more. So my profit margins are great. Now, on top of that, Facebook advertising, if you can get it right, you can actually get it to not cost you so much money. And for me, I'm only looking for a 20 to 30% profit margin here. I'm not looking to make 50% profit margin because I know that wouldn't be realistic with t-shirts. I'm not really bothered about the profit margin as long as it's profitable. I can easily go into way more detail into all these 3 options and how I plan on doing them, but I didn't want this video to be that video because that will be like an hour-long video. If that is something you want to see, then let me know down in the comments. Now, the third way was email marketing. And currently there are 0 people on the email list for this particular brand that I've made. And the way I'm going to get people on my email list is buying something. When you buy something, you're automatically added to an email list and you can opt in for, discounts and whatever. And the second way is when people get to my website, there will be something there that says, get 10% off your first order or get 20% off your first order. Just put your email in. And by doing that, I get to build a massive email list, which is a huge, valuable asset in of itself. Because when I bring out a new product, when I have a promo, when I want to do anything, I can just email all the potential buyers and the buyers. And obviously my email list will be segmented with buyers and potential buyers. And I can make a lot more money. And then it's all free as well. If I send an email, it doesn't really cost me anything, right? All I'm paying for is the autoresponder, which is very, very cheap. Now, this email list that I'm talking about isn't to be confused with my print-on-demand weekly newsletter, which I was talking about slightly earlier. It will probably take me around a month, maybe 2 months, to run ads, run all of this free and paid content to actually see what's working, what designs are selling, what I should focus on, and actually get to a point where I can start scaling those ads, adding more products, and building the brand more significantly. Eventually, the dream is to make this a household name globally, and if not that, the dream would be just to sell this brand for a minimum of 7 figures. Yup. I know it sounds crazy. Selling a print-on-demand brand and selling it for 7 figures seems mad, but it's very, very possible. I am making sure to set this whole thing up and document it properly. There will be standard operating procedures for everything I'm doing, from making ads to creating designs to uploading designs to managing the website. And when the Shopify store is making enough money, there are websites that you can add your Shopify store to get valuations of them and then actually sell them for, depending on how much you're making, it could be a lot of money. It sounds audacious. It sounds crazy. I probably sound mad, but there is a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money going into making sure this works. And I really, really believe it will work. And that helps, because if you're incredibly motivated to do something, there is a lot more chance that it's going to succeed than if you just half-heartedly do it and don't really believe in it. This brand is one of 6 that I have set myself to launch this year in 2024. Some, of course, will fail and will have a lot of wasted money in it, but that's absolutely fine. If I can just stay positive, I can stay motivated, and I can keep that strong, firm belief that it will work, that is all I need, and that is all you need. I will 100% be making more videos on this topic, on this particular brand in the future throughout 2024. The ups and the downs, everything. I want to keep you in the loop as to how it's going for 2 reasons. One, well, it's fun to kind of make videos like this, but 2, I'm hoping it will motivate you and you'll see that print on demand isn't this oversaturated business and a business that you can't really make money with anymore. Hopefully this challenge will motivate you to give it a go yourself and realize you can make money with print on demand, whether it's a few hundred to a few thousand to hundreds of thousands every single month. It's very possible. The print on demand market is growing year on year, and it's going to be worth an absolute fortune over the next 10 years. So if you think it's oversaturated, or there's too many people, too many designs, hopefully this challenge squashes those thoughts. And don't forget to join the free weekly newsletter, where I will be sharing a lot more behind the scenes of this business model and tons of other print on demand things. And as well as that, all the links to everything I've spoken about, Shopify, Printify, everything will be down below in the description if you want to check it out.